Somebody mentioned birds? Thai bird spot. Hey there birdies, and welcome back to the channel. And where do you think we're off to today? Well, you can see there's mountains in front of us, so you know it's going to be good. So here we are, following a very short little trail into the forest and to one of the photography bird hides. I'm not going to say which one, but I'm sure some of you can guess. Right, well, we're here, so let's have a little look around. So, as you can see, it's just a little clearing at the foot of the hill, and already there's quite a few birds down. You can see there's lots of little perches and vines for the birds to sit, and a little water pool. This is probably the most important thing, especially with the summer coming. Not only the birds, but as we will see, there's a few other mammals that appear at the hide. So it just shows the importance of adding some water to your garden this summer. So this is the front of the hide. As you can see, it's pretty well camouflaged and it blends in pretty well to the environment. If you do make yourself a little pond like this, make sure it's not too deep, only a couple of inches deep, so the birds can stand and bathe, and also make sure you change the water regularly. Right, let's get some birds. Let's find some birds. I will be making a little video soon on how I made my little bird pond in my garden, and I've had over 90 species in the garden this year, so again it shows the importance of water during the hot season. Well, here we are inside the hide. It's pretty spacious, it's pretty well kept, and with little cutouts in the netting so we can put the cameras through and take pictures. That's the idea. And there we go, there's already birds down. As I mentioned, it's important to change the water regularly so it doesn't get too contaminated. Also maybe a little bit of food, a bit of grain for the fowl, and maybe a few mealworms for the others. Right, well, sit back, enjoy. So very briefly there, the first bird down was a lesser necklace laughing thrush, but then soon replaced by the greater necklace. And then, as I say, with the water for drinking, a couple of white-crested laughing thrush. Here we see again the greater necklace. The greater necklace distinguishable by the white ear patch with the black streaking. And how spectacular is this one? What would you have said if I said I can take you to see an orange partridge? Well, this is a ferruginous partridge. And yes, it's pretty orange, but what a great looking bird. So if you know your sounds, you'll know this sound and you know what's coming next. Yep, it's a common flameback woodpecker. The one that we can see here is definitely the male, noted by the red crest or the red crown. And soon we'll see the female that lacks the red crown replaced with a black crown, but still classy bird nonetheless. Next out was some jungle fowl, red jungle fowl. I'm sure I should rename these the green-tailed golden peacock chicken, because chicken just doesn't do them justice. Another great bird to be seen here is this one, the emerald dove. Another common bird. And we actually observed 6 different birds the other day when we were here. Right, now this is a special bird. This is a grey peacock pheasant. Quite often heard in the jungles, but rarely seen. Unless you come to one of these hides, where again, as you can see, they're coming down to drink. I'm not saying you're going to get this bird in your garden, but you're going to get some and you're going to be helping out. And this would be sound to listen out for. So, as I say, it's not just birds. There are also plenty of mammals that come down to drink and to feed. And we can see here, this little cutie is the Himalayan striped squirrel. Looks like a little chipmunk. Pretty busy little things. So next out was the green-legged or scaly-breasted partridge, which is another classic looking partridge that we get here. The third species is a bar-backed partridge, but unfortunately on this day they didn't show. No jokes please about pear trees. That time of year has already passed. Anyway, here comes a special one. This is a male and female cartilage pheasant. Today when I was filming there were actually 3 birds. 2 males and 1 female. I expect you can guess which one's a male and which one's a female. And the second male is definitely not the small green one at the front. That's another emerald dove just being chased away. As you can see, one of these males is definitely the more dominant, as he soon chased away the other one. So here we have another emerald dove, posing a bit nicer this time. Again, a real classy looking bird. And would you believe it? Another classic woodpecker. This one is the greater yellow nape. No prizes for guessing why he's called a yellow nape. But again, what a fantastic looking bird this one is. This one you see here is clearly a male. You can tell by the yellowish, whitish throats, with the female having more of a rusty red throat. So, did you hear that call? Well, that was that mystical, magical orange partridge again. And here he is, the ferruginous partridge. So suddenly something was crashing through the undergrowth that disturbed the partridge and all the other birds. And then, wow, what came out but 3 yellow-throated martins. Wow, how amazing was this? A couple of them are a little out of focus. Maybe I was just a bit excited. But wow, I've never seen these come out here before. And one of them certainly made light work of the jackfruit. Instead of eating it, he stole it. And then his mate came down and said, "Where's that jackfruit gone? Somebody's nicked it." "Oh well, I'll go and have a drink then." So yep, even the mammals come down to drink. Everything needs water. They didn't hang around too long, but it certainly was a great pleasure to see them. Then suddenly, all the birds and the animals suddenly disappeared and it all went quiet. So I went for a walk. What an absolute fantastic place this is. It's up in the mountains of Petrabury. Certainly lots and lots of different birds to be seen. Woodpeckers, laughing thrushes, absolutely all sorts. And at the right time of the year we can find pitters, blue wing pitters. And I was watching the birds a moment ago and everything disappeared. So I just came out for a little walk and what did I see? Up in the tree behind me there was a shikara, but it was being mobbed by greater racquet-tailed drongos and they soon dispersed it. So we shall go back inside the hide now and hopefully a few more birds will be coming out because the raptor has disappeared. Right, let's go back in. So also this morning here we've seen lots of partridges. Probably the most stunning would be the ferruginous, an orange partridge. Who would think you'd find an orange partridge? What a great bird. Alright, let's head back to the hide. So the first birds to come back were these white-crested laughing thrush. Now these birds always amaze me of how white they look. You know, these birds are in the jungle feeding on the floor, but they always look absolutely immaculate. Just out of the washing machine, I suppose. So here's another one of these little Himalayan striped squirrels. Next out for a little drink was the lesser oriental chevrotain. I think I've got that pronunciation right. So more commonly known as a mouse deer, mainly referring to his size, but these are not actually deer. They are actually an ungulate. So here more greater necklaced laughing thrush. And one of the most beautiful songbirds in the jungle or in the hide is a white rump shama. This one, clearly by his coloration, is a male. Next, all but very briefly, another fascinating looking bird is the white-browed scimitar babbler. They came in, had a quick dip in the bath, a little preen, and then they were off again. Also, I think a bit disturbed by the upside down squirrel. I thought I'd add it in. I have no idea which butterfly it is. If you know, drop me a comment below. Next has got to be the bird that has probably the most stunning eyes in the jungle. This is a racket-tailed tree pie. And just check out those bright blue eyes. Absolutely amazing. When not in good sunlight, they generally just look like another black bird. But just look at the sheen in the sunshine. Yeah, they're almost green. Again, more laughing thrushes, probably the most common birds we're going to see here. Again, this is the greater necklist. And followed by the lesser necklist. The lesser necklist having more of a necklace, if that makes sense. Back to more little squirrels, and this one, the larger size squirrel, I believe is the grey-bellied squirrel. I think this is the largest one that we will find here. And this little pipsqueak is the northern tree shrew. Absolutely full of character, this little one. And these little babblers are brown-cheeked fulvetters. Now this has got to be one of the cutest looking little birds we find here at the hide. This is a male black-naped monarch. Why it's just called a black-naped monarch, I have no idea. Yep, it has a black nape, but is that really its most distinguishing feature? Shouldn't we mention that blue? Your thoughts? Another real elegant bird that we see here. This is the greater racket-tailed drongo. And again, he's down for a little drink and maybe a shower. Look at this guy all fluffed up. So this impressive songbird is again the white rump shama, but this time the female. And as you can see, the colours are a lot drabber than the male. The male having more black plumage with a much brighter orange breast. But anyway, still a beautiful songbird. Here we see another lesser necklace laughing thrush. No, it doesn't have that white patch on its cheek, just a straight through black eye line. I must say the light at this hide is fantastic. I mean, their neck that you can see is actually white, and that's the reflection of a very overripe papaya that they're eating. It makes the bird almost look like it's got an orange throat. Back again was the peacock pheasant, scraping up a few bits of seed from the ground. And posing nicely for the camera. The little mouse deer came back again. I know I shouldn't call it a mouse deer, because it's a chevrotain, if I got that right. And then soon he was off again. A nice treat was this pair of common flamebacks. So now you can clearly see the difference between the male and the female when she pops her head out. So the male having the red crest and the female just white, or black and white. But either way, both stunning birds. For this day there was only one solitary bulbul that came down. Usually there'll be 4 or 5 different species of bulbul, but today only the stripe-throated, and he didn't hang around. So this common flameback female, she was looking around because I don't think she wanted anyone to see her actually go for a swim. Watch the action. Anyway, all things must come to an end, so we're going to wrap it up there. But what a day. So this is Bird Hide near Kaeng Krachan National Park, just outside, and this really is a fantastic place if you're into photography. There's so many birds you can see here. They come down to a little waterhole to drink, to bathe, and for you to take pictures. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this little video of one of the photography hides. So if you'd like to visit yourself, drop me a line and I'll give you some details. So if you did like the video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. It's amazing how many people watch my videos, which is not that many, but I probably get less than 10 likes. So I don't know, maybe you don't like it. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. But if you do like it, just do me a favor and hit the thumbs up. That way it gets pushed out to more people and I can get some more views on the channel. Anyway, as I say, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget all the usual, like, comment, subscribe and all that, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.